Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Joy Peters and here with me is the love of my life. His name is
Ayodele Peters.
and we talk everything love, relationship, marriage and family life. So if this is the kind of content you're interested in, please subscribe to this channel and put on that notification bell. And together we'll be helping you turn your love life, relationship, marriage and family life to a greater success. So today on this channel, we are going to be starting from the very beginning.
Yeah, the basics.
The foundation of it all. We are going to be defining every term in its simplest form. From our marital experience and the knowledge we have acquired so far, we have come to understand these terms in a very simple way. So quickly, let's jump into it. The first on our list here is love. What is love? That word has been abused, misinterpreted, misunderstood by many in our society today. Love is simply a commitment. Love is not a feeling like many people think. It is rather a commitment, a serious one at that. So what does it mean to be in love? To be in love means to be committed to making the life of one person special. Is to be committed to serving a particular person, your husband or wife if you're married, for the rest of your life. That is what love means to us. Maybe,
Yeah.
would you like to throw more light on this?
Of course.
Yeah.
The word love has been grossly misunderstood by so many people. You know, we used to think in those days of the paparazzi of I fall in love with him, you know, I like the one that has mustache, six packs and all of that. That's what we think it means to fall in love. But from the few years we've been together, I've come to understand that love is actually commitment. When you are in love with someone, you are committed to the person, committed in everything. It's not a feeling, actually, because if it is a feeling, then we're in trouble. Because feelings will always come and then pass. You feel something and then later on you don't feel it again, which means you fall in love with someone today, tomorrow you stop feeling, the feeling stops, and then you are out of love with the person. So love is beyond the feeling. It is what we call commitment, dedication, responsibility, taking responsibility for the welfare and well-being of the other party. That is what love is.
Wow, this is very true. There should be nothing like falling in love.
Oh yes,
because this is a huge responsibility to love someone.
exactly.
It's a huge sacrifice. It's not something someone should be falling into.
Okay.
You have to walk into it consciously with that determination to be committed.
Yes.
And another misconception about it, some people say love is blind. Love shouldn't be blind. Your eyes should be wide open.
Oh yes.
Because there are so many things involved in relationship and you need your eyes open to be able to see clearly.
Yes.
So what do you think about that?
Yes. Love is not blind.
Yes.
How can it be blind? Why should you go something when you are blindfolded? Someone who is blindfolded driving a vehicle will definitely end up in an accident. So love is not blind. As a matter of fact, love's eyes is very open.
Oh,
the
wow.
eyes of love wide open.
So the second thing we are going to be defining today is dating. Yeah. Dating is another thing in the foundation of love and marriage that we need to define, and in the simplest form too. Many people misunderstand dating for relationship. They think when they are dating, they are in a relationship, but that is not correct. And everything we are defining is within the context of marriage and relationship. Every definition we are defining is within the context of marriage and relationship, so that when we are using these terms in our various contents on this channel, you understand what we are talking about. So what is dating? Dating, well, simply put, is the act of going out or hanging out
Yeah.
with a potential relationship target in order to decide if you would go into a relationship with them or not.
Yes.
That is what dating is.
Yes.
The act of going out, hanging out, having fun with potential relationship targets in order to ascertain if or not you can go into a relationship with that person.
That's true. I like the word specifically. I like the word potential relationship target. Why? Because it means you mustn't go into a relationship with him. He's just a likely candidate, and then you go out with him, you hang out with him to know actually if this is someone you like to be in a relationship with. I think that is what dating is. Yes.
So most of the times people confuse dating with relationship. They feel that when they are going out with someone, they are in a relationship. Please, that is an assumption, and that assumption is wrong. You might end up getting disappointed. But when you are going out with someone, that purpose is to know if or not this is the kind of person I want to go into a relationship, I want to have a meaningful relationship with. Maybe you went out with a friend and met an acquaintance of your friend, and he likes you, and then you exchange numbers or contacts only for him to call you later, can we meet so time, so place, and you be like, why not? He must have been attracted to you when you saw at first, and then maybe he wants to check out this lady. Is this someone I can have a relationship with? Maybe your physical appearance is looking like what he wants, and then he wants to get to know you closer, to know if you are actually that person he wants to have a relationship with. The only way this can happen is for two of you to meet once or twice, hang out. This is what we refer to as dating. When you meet each other at a particular location, maybe in a cinema, in an eatery, in a mall, whatever it is two of you enjoy doing or agree to do together at that moment. Dating is within a short period. It happens in a short period, whereby you ask each other one or two questions. You want to know his name, where he's from, his family background, where he lives, and all that. Then if he fits the criteria of the person you can have a relationship with, consider that target as a potential relationship partner.
And it is good to state at this point that when she mentioned whatever the two of you enjoy doing, you better watch it. Because
we're not talking about anything funny.
We're not talking about anything extreme. We're talking about the two of you like games.
Okay.
The two of you like eating. So such thing is what we are talking about dating. You go out to watch movies together and all of that, which helps you to actually know each other better. What's your name? Where do you come from? You know, what do you like? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? So I think these are the things that is expected when you are dating. And dating is not relationship, like my babe said. Dating is not relationship. Actually, it's a period, just a short period to know one or two things about each other. I think that's a clear definition of dating.
Wow. And someone may ask, how long should dating last? Because I've seen people going out over and over. They are still going, and he's calling you. Can we meet here? Can we meet there? Can we meet now? And you are all over the place with him. 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, you are still going out. He has not said anything meaningful. How long is dating supposed to last, Obi?
Well, I think dating should be something you do 1, 2, 3 times. It's not something that should take too long. Of course, we are not saying dating is not a time you know everything about somebody. It's a time you get to know the superficial information about them. Just that is sufficient enough for you to be able to describe him as an acquaintance or a friend, you know, something like that. So dating should not be something you do forever.
Wow, that's good. Dating should not take too long. 1 or 2, 3 dates is enough to know his name, know where he's from, what he does, what he likes, and if they are compatible with your kind of person.
Yes. Except for those who like food anyway. For those who like food, they will like, even if it's 2 months, 6 months dating, so far the food is free. Especially for the females.
Sisters, let's not be like that too. Brothers can sense it when you are a wolf person.
Yes, of course.
All right, quickly, let's jump to the next term we are going to be defining today, and that is relationship.
Yes.
Wow, relationship is another word that
I
has
like
been
that
given
one. Yes.
a lot of meaning. In fact, we have seen all manner in the name of relationship. So quickly be looking at what is relationship. Relationship here simply is relating with another person of the opposite sex in order to decide if you both can enter that ship
Yes.
called marriage.
Oh yes.
That is my own definition.
That's relation and then ship.
Exactly.
Join together.
Yes.
Actually, they are cut from those two compound words. Relationship. My babe just said relationship is two people relating together, and then to determine if they both can enter that ship called marriage. I like that so much. Now, could we equally say, since love is commitment, that means relationship is when you officially get committed to somebody?
Yes, we should, because you can't go into a relationship with someone you don't love.
Okay.
You have to love that person, choose to be committed to that person to actually go into a relationship with that person.
That's a good one.
What is the purpose of relationship? Many people misunderstand relationship from marriage. They feel when they are in a relationship, they automatically married, especially those type of couples who, when they start a relationship, you see one of them packs into the other person's house and they start living together, and from there they get carried away and forget that they are there for a purpose. The purpose of relationship is not marriage. Many people misunderstand this. They believe that once they start a relationship, that relationship must end in marrying that person. It must end on the altar. That is wrong, because people who have such mentality end up making mistake. And why do I say this? The purpose of relationship is to gather enough information, enough data, enough statistics about your partner that will help you decide accurately if you are going to marry, if you are going to be able to serve them for the rest of your life. Now, when you get into this relationship, done all these findings and studies under this period of time, and you realize that this person is not the kind of person I can live with.
Oh yes.
He's violent, he's abusive, he's wasteful, he's lazy, he's dishonest. You can't marry that kind of person. Then what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to walk away, because now you have realized that this man or this woman is not the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Therefore, the purpose of relationship is to gather information, to find out the background, medically, things that you cannot see on the surface. You need time relating with one another to be able to discover these areas, these things about his
that are hidden on the surface.
So
you need to dig deep
because people can pretend, people can hide in this period. So you can't be in a hurry when you are in a relationship. If that's something you are in relationship for 1 month, the next month you tell me your wedding card is out. You don't know the person yet. The person, you are not even going to be able to know the person finish in 20 years. So what do you think you have known about that person in 1 month or in 3 months? So it's something that requires time and knowledge to get to know this person inside out, know them from every angle. Let me give this illustration. Relationship is like a program or a course that we normally undertake in our careers or in our fields of study in order to attain higher qualifications. So relationship is like a program or a course we enroll into in order to study our partner enough to be able to determine if that person is compatible with you. If that person you can spend the rest of your life with them. So that is the purpose of relationship. The purpose of relationship, that's why I say relationship is not marriage. Relationship is a program you undertake to study your partner, to discover his background, medically, spiritual, history, everything about them, their likes and dislikes, to know if they are compatible with your person. in order for you to be able to decide if you can spend the rest of your life, if you can enter that ship called marriage with this person. So that is the purpose of relationship. That brings me to the question of what is a successful relationship. This is another term that is being misunderstood in our society. A successful relationship, my sister, is not a relationship that must end in marriage.
Why are you referring to sister alone? I think you should make it collective.
Oh, because it's we sisters that carry relationship matter on top of our head. We believe that once we have hooked that guy, we must take him to the altar. And when that doesn't happen, the whole world comes crashing on our head as if it is over. But that is not correct.
Okay. So what is a successful relationship?
Yeah, a successful relationship is a relationship that makes you discover if this person you are in relationship with is going to be your Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. A relationship is successful when it has given you enough information to help you decide if this person is my Mr. Right or my Mrs. Right. If the person is not Mr. Right, the proper thing to do is to walk away from that relationship.
And that could be called successful relationship, right?
Yes, of course, because you know that this person is not right for you.
Yes.
He's abusive. He beats you when he's provoked at any slightest thing. He's not right for you. There are one or two signs, things you have seen about this person that shows that you cannot live the rest of your life with this person. Then the proper thing you should do is to walk away from that relationship. He's not the right person for you. She's not the right person for you. She could be the right person for another man. He could be the right person for another woman. But for you, this is not the right person. And that relationship is successful if you realize this and decide to work with this information you have acquired.
Wow. So for instance now, if someone actually saw all these signs that show you that this guy and this lady is not compatible with you and still went ahead to marry the person, that means there was no successful relationship. And that marriage is bound to crash. It's bound to have a lot of issues.
And now the next term we are going to be defining is courtship. What is courtship? It's another term that is being misunderstood. So what is courtship? Simply put, courtship is the procedures, the processes, the events that takes place when two people agree to marry each other. Every necessary marriage preparation, introduction, the engagement, and family rights and all that, marriage counseling. This is the period where it is all done. That is what courtship is about. Introduce one another to your families.
Can I add here also that courtship is not the same as the marriage itself? That you are in courtship does not necessarily mean you will go into the marriage. That is the advanced stage of preparation. We all know it's better we still allow the course of courtship to take place, so that in case there are things that escapes the relationship, we can still discover them during courtship and they can be remedied.
Yes. And also, courtship is not supposed to stay forever. I've seen people who have been in courtship for years. They have been wearing an engagement ring. The brother pops the question, they accepted, they agreed to marry, but yet the wedding, the marriage is not happening. 1 year past, 2 years, you are still courting.
7 years.
That is wrong.
What?
Sister, don't allow a brother to do that to your
tie down your destiny.
Wonderful destiny. If he is not ready, you can return back his ring.
Exactly.
And then when he is ready, he can come back and reapply again. If you are still available. And this way you will save yourself heartaches, because most times this long courtship end up getting broken when you have wasted so many precious years of your life and forfeited many other opportunities. So please, sister, I advise courtship shouldn't be more than a year. 6 months, maximum 1 year. The wedding and everything is concluded. I've seen men who just use engagement ring to tie the sister down so that they can start getting whatever they want from her. After all, you are wearing my ring. At last, it's you I will still marry. I've heard things like that. He just gives you the ring to tie you down. Meanwhile, he's rolling away with his life and dreams, and you are sitting down waiting for him. Years are going. So please, the courtship period is supposed to be maximum 1 year. If he is not ready, if by 1 year everything has not been concluded, sister, you can return that ring back and face another thing. Whenever he's ready, if he wants to come back, if you are available, if
you are still available,
give him a chance. So that is it about courtship. Very simple. It shouldn't be that complicated.
I think we have one more.
Yes, we are going to wrap up with the last theme we are defining today, and that is marriage. Yes, many people don't know what marriage is. Don't be surprised. Many people don't know what marriage is. They think what they are doing is marriage, but in a simple definition, marriage is the legal joining of a man and a woman who have completed family rights before God and witnesses. That is what happens in a marriage.
The key words: legal, and then who have completed family rights in the presence of God and witnesses. So those three key elements must be there before you can married,
or you have been married. So my dear, if you have not gone through this process, no legal, no family, no in the presence of God and witnesses, then you are not married. Even if you are living together with him for years, you have children, you are living lovers, you are not yet married. And my sister, that is a big risk.
Of course.
If he goes out there tomorrow and sees another man and is attracted to, and she is smart enough
to get him to do all those things.
Get him to do those things on her, then you have lost out.
Because the new wife is the one recognized by the law, by the family,
and by the church,
as the case may be.
While you have sacrificed everything, spent your all, your life, your youthfulness with him, and he has not done any of that, that means you are wasting your time.
And it's unfortunate that sisters or ladies are the ones who fall victim. Why? Because at the end of the day, the man can take off and get someone else and do all these things, and the woman is considered, especially when you have children already, the woman is considered second class. And then before she can before she can get another man to marry her, it will now become a major prayer point.
So because of your life has been altered greatly. The man can pack up, relocate, move to another town, and go and start all over. Get a clean chick on a clean slate, start all over again, and do the right things. And then you are here, you have turned to baby mama, or what do they call them now?
Exactly. And please don't joke with your life. Don't toy with your destiny.
It's precious.
You are with a man, you are not married. Get him to do the right thing. Your father didn't give birth to you and dash you to a man. Let that honor and dignity be attached to you as a married woman. And brothers, don't kidnap one's daughter and keep in your house. You are a kidnapper. When you refuse to do the right thing you're supposed to do, you refuse to pay the bride price, you refuse to see the parents, you refuse to go before the court, you refuse to go before God, you are nothing but a kidnapper. Please do the right thing.
And so that's it, guys, for today. We have come to the end of today's session, and so please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and put on your notification bell. You can as well share it with your friends and partner. Until we come your way very soon, it is bye.